In the chapter probability, we need to point out only one formula to find probability of an event. Listen children, to get probability of any event, it is obtained by using the result favorable number of outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. So by heart the formula to obtain probability of an event. What is the formula? Number of favorable cases divided by total number of cases. Cases or outcomes. Okay. Now listen, using this formula, let's see some examples how to find probability of a given event. Okay. See the table, sum and frequency is given. So the question is, two dice are thrown and we noted sum of the two numbers appearing on these two dice. So data is in the form of a table, and from this data we need to find the probability of getting a sum more than 10 and getting a sum between 8 and 12. Okay, let's see how to find the probability of these given two events. Look at the table. First we need to find what is the probability of getting sum more than 10. Okay, so listen, this data represents when two dice are throwing simultaneously, then we add the number on the face. Okay, the sum of the numbers show on two dice. So here we want to find what is the probability of getting sum more than 10. So first row stands for sum and second row stands for frequency. So sum is more than 10 means either sum is 11 or sum is 12. Sum is 11 occurs 28 times. Sum 12 appears 15 times. So more than 10 is favorable number 28 plus 15. Okay, 28 by 15 divided by total number of cases. Total number of cases means here the two dice are throwing 500 times simultaneously. That is the total number. So the required probability is 43 by 500. Okay. Now probability of getting sum between 8 and 12. So between 8 and 12 means getting a sum 9 and getting a sum 10 and getting a sum 11. So getting a sum 9, that means 9 occurs 53 times. So 53 plus getting a sum 10 appears or occurs 46 times and getting a sum 11 occurs 28 times. So total is 53 plus 46 plus 28 divided by total number of trials is 500. So 53 plus 46 is 99. 99 plus 28. 99 plus 28 is 127. So required probability is 127 by 500. Okay. Listen, the next question. A survey of 2000 people of different age group was conducted to find out their preference in watching different types of movies. Listen, type 1 family related movies, type 2 comedy and family, type 3 romantic, comedy and family, type 4 action, romantic, comedy and family. As per the data given in the table, we need to find the probability that a person chosen at random is 3 events are given. So listen, the data represents age group and different types of movies. So from the table we can easily find the required probabilities. Okay, let's watch the table carefully and try to answer the questions. Okay. Listen, here we want to find the probability of a person chosen is in 18 to 29 years of age and likes type 2 movies. So look at the table. Concentrate the years and type of the movie. So years is in between 18 to 29 and type 2. Type 2 is 160. Okay. So 18 to 29 and 160. So what is the probability? Probability is equal to, listen, 160 by, what is the total number? Total number of people is 2000. Okay. So 160 by 2000. So this can be written as 16 by 200. Okay. Now, second one, find the probability of a person chosen above 50 years of age and likes all types of movies. So, listen, above 50 years of age. So, look at the table. This is above 50. Now, likes all types. So, all type means last column. So, above 50, all types means favorable number is 9. So, what is the probability? Probability is equal to favorable number 9, total number 2000. Okay. Now, last one. What is the probability of a person chosen in 30 to 50 years and likes type 1 movies? So, 30 to 50 years and type 1. Concentrate these two data. 30 to 50 and type 1. So what is the favorable number? Favorable number is 505. So probability is equal to favorable number divided by total number. No need to simplify the fraction. You can keep the answer as such. Okay. And note that numerator is always less than the denominator because the probability value is lies between 0 and 1. It's very important. You can see on simplification all the probability answers are 0 point something and least value is 0 and maximum value is 1. Okay. Next question. Two coins are tossed simultaneously for 360 times. Listen, simultaneously means at a time. Okay. Now listen, the number of times two tails appeared was 3 times no tail appeared and number of times one tail appeared is double the number of times no tail appeared. So our question is, find the probability of getting two tails. Listen, in the question, two coins are tossed 360 times. Two coins are tossed 360 times means total number of trials is equal to 360. See, out of these 360, two tails appeared and one tail appeared and no tail appeared. Okay. Two tail appeared is 3 times of no tail appeared and one tail appeared is double of no tail appeared. In these two cases, there is a common factor, no tail appeared. So let us take this no tail appeared is x. So x is the favorable number when no tail appeared. So what is two tails appeared? Two tails appeared is 3x and one tail appeared is equal to 2x. Okay. So our question is, what is the probability of getting two tails? That is, we need to find probability of getting two tails appeared means 3x. To obtain 3x, first we need to find what is x. So listen, out of these 360 trials, no tail appeared. Favorable number is x. One tail appeared. One tail appeared is, what is the one tail appeared? That is 2x times and two tail appeared 36. So total of these trials gives our total trials 360. So x plus 2x plus 3x is 6x. 6x is equal to 360. So x equal to 360 by 6, that is 60. So our question is, what is the probability of getting two tails? So probability of getting two tails is equal to 3 x. So 3 into x divided by total number 360. 3 into 60 is 180. 180 by 360 is equal to 1 by 2. So this is the required probability. Okay. Let's see the question. It's a CBSE board paper question. If the probability of winning a race of an athlete is 1 by 6, less than the twice the probability of losing the race. Question is, find the probability of winning the race. So listen the question. If the probability of winning a race. So listen, probability of winning a race as well as probability of losing a race. These are the two cases. Okay, losing the race. So listen, there is a condition winning a race is 1 by 6 less than. Okay, 1 by 6 less than twice the probability of losing the race. Twice the probability of losing the race means double of this probability minus 1 by 6. This is given data. So in short, we can define, listen, probability of winning a race is P. Suppose probability of winning a race is P. So can you say what is the probability of losing the race? Losing the race is its complement. So total probability is 1. So winning a race means P implies losing the race is 1 minus P. Because both the events are complementary events. Now listen, as per the given statement, winning a race, that is P, is equal to 1 by 6 less than double of losing the race. This is the condition. So, okay. Probability of winning a race is equal to 1 by 6 less than double of losing the race. From here, we want to find P. So, P equal to 2 into 1 minus P. 2 into 1 minus P is 2 minus 2P minus 1 by 6. That is, take this minus 2P to left side. So, P plus 2P is equal to 2 minus 1 by 6. Now, this 2 can be written as 2 by 1 and take cross multiplication. 2 into 6, 12 minus 1 into 1, 1 by 1 into 6, 6. Now, left side is P plus 2P, that is 3P. Right side is 12 minus 1. 12 minus 1 is 11. 11 by 6. So 3P is equal to 11 by 6 or 18P is equal to 11 or P equal to 11 by 8. So P implies probability of winning a race. That's our question. What is the probability of winning the race? So what is the required probability? Probability of winning the race is equal to 11 by 18. Okay. So write and study this method of this pattern of questions. Okay. Another question. In a throw of a die, find the probability of not getting the number 4 or 5. So listen, in a throw of a die. So here the experiment is throwing a die. Throwing a die means what is the sample space? Sample space means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The possible outcomes when a die is throwing. Our question is what is the probability of not getting 4 or 5. So what is the probability of getting a number 4? Probability of getting a number 4 is only once 4 appears, so that favorable cases is 1, total cases is 6. Now what is the probability of getting the number 5? Same, only once or once 5 appears. So favorable number 1, total number 6. So getting 4 or 5 means 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6. Probability of getting 4 or 5 is equal to 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6. 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6 equal to 2 by 6. This is the probability of getting 4 or 5. But our question is probability of not getting 4 or 5. So not getting 4 or 5 means it is a complementary to this event. So listen, probability of not getting the numbers 4 or 5 is equal to, listen, total probability is 1. So 1 minus probability of getting 4 or 5, that is 2 by 6. 1 minus 2 by 6 is 4 by 6. So this is the required probability. Okay. So dear students, go through the question paper and select the different pattern of questions and study it well. Okay. I hope it's clear to you. So thank you all once again. Study all the things in a proper manner and wish you all the best for the future exam. Okay. Thank you all.